All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1180 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It is the perfect night to be on because tonight you could get some answers right and you don't even know what you're doing. Who doesn't want that? My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And that's what we're going to be talking about as we do every night. We have a great night lined up for you. Brandy worked hard at putting together something for you to help you with these questions. Brandy's going to basically show you how to decode it, how to get an answer without knowing anything.
Pretty much.
And it's a great skill set to have. It's a great skill set to have in your back pocket. It's a great one to have in your arsenal. And the other day, someone was asking me, and I give pause. I don't know if they're really doing Kona because they asked, "Do you always read answers first?" And I'm like, "Bro, doing our program for how long? Be on this technique thing? Of course, always answers first." And you're gonna learn that tonight. That how reading answers could really help you dial into what you're supposed to look for or read it with intent in that question. How do you want to say?
No, it's easier to make a decision when you know what you're picking from.
So many times people get things wrong and they'll post up on our Discord, the free community that we have on the Discord, and they'll put up questions and I'll even look at it and I'll be like, Brandy, I could have got that right with just C. But I don't understand why they're asking. They don't understand it. Like, just get the C. Just pick C. I don't understand. Get it.
Because it can't be that easy.
It's super easy. Why question it? Just get a right answer. Well, are you going to get a pass notice and you're going to go, I don't know about this? That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, are they going to question their pass notice when they get that? And then you go, I don't know about this. I got something that where I don't know exactly if it was right. Here, have it back. Is that it? Anyways,
No.
you're going to have a great night tonight. We're going to get into that. Let's go ahead and get to it, Brandy. Nothing to it, like to get to it. So let's go. If you're not onto our program, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on this month. Including Sunday, we have a workshop where you get a discount if you are a member. And besides the fact that you get to be a member and get a discount at our workshop, you get content that's to the point. You get a program, a 21-day plan to get through the stuff in about 3 weeks or so. Plus, you learn a whole these techniques and how to decode these exam questions. That way, you can really start to get what do I want to say? Working on that pass notice.
Yes.
It's a lot easier. Trust me, if you stick to the program. And as we covered last night, you're not using Chat GPT, which gives you wrong answer information. If you didn't see last night's Studying Brew, you should watch that. It was a perfect example of like people using the Chat GPT and not understanding why they got it wrong. Just stick to the program. Study programs there, SIE 6, 63, 26, 65. In Series 7, we got something a little bit for you. We got live sessions. We got all member sessions. We got small group tutoring. We got one-on-one tutoring. We got everything. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We got books for sale, SIE 6, 63, 65, 26. We got the Kona community on the Discord. You want to join that community, you got it. It's awesome. You can just post up questions, message Brandy direct, 951-290-3077. Give a call, give a text. We have an email there, KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Scan the QR code, hit the links, and join in. Real quick, we do have a reminder for tomorrow. We do not have live sessions tomorrow during the day, but we'll be back for the Studying Brew at night. And there it is, that exam workshop on the 12th on Sunday. We are going to be getting to that on the 12th. If you haven't attended it because you're like, I live so far away, I'm out of state, don't worry. It's on Zoom too. You can Zoom in. You can get into that session. You just got to register. Brandy put the link in there and scan the QR code if you want to get into that workshop. You don't have to be in person. It is in Zoom. It is on Zoom as pulled by people on the Patreon. They once said they wanted to have it on Zoom. So we did. So, but you got to scan the QR code and make sure to get enrolled, pay that fee, and then that way we can get that thing going. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want to say?
And I do want to say this because you're probably saying, "Hey, I'm here though. I'm here tonight. I'm here Monday through Thursday. Like that's free. Like what's the difference?"
What is the difference, Brandy?
Lots is the difference because what we do in the workshop is instead of like us just running through it, keeping it super short and simple, I actually teach you how to do this. We go over it and in detail. We have fun. We have practice questions. It's super fun and way more detailed.
And you learn. And it's a lot. And you don't have to have security. You're not testing for a securities exam. It could be life. It could be MLO. It could be any of those.
Yes.
All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, well, actually follow us now. And then that way you can see this tomorrow because I'm waiting on a picture. But congratulations are in order because we add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame. Congratulations because we got a passer. We got a passer. Congratulations to Ben Chandia. I will put this up tomorrow. He passed the Series 65. He passed his SIE with us. He passed his 6 with us. He passed the 63 with us. And now he's adding the 65. And for all you that are going, oh, I would get my 65. I just don't have time. He runs a business with his wife and he's a full-time fireman.
That's right.
He actually listens to our videos while he's on a call sometimes, on the way to a call, waiting for a call. People in the firehouse are like, what are you doing? Are you going to be a financial advisor? And finally, he can say yes.
Yes,
he's a investment advising rep.
Yes.
An IAR. Congratulations. We're going to talk more about his victory tomorrow and what he said helped him pass. I'll give you a major hint. Can you guys all guess what helped him pass?
Does it start with a T?
T? No.
Oh.
Starts with a K. KonaButterflyz.
Oh.
Wow, Brandy.
I thought you were going to say techniques.
I don't know. I don't know that part. He didn't tell me, but I know the major part of it is KonaButterflyz. He left a great voice message, and it was
very sweet.
Yeah. Way to participate, Brandy. All right, you ready to go? Let's take it techniques. Let's go.
Let's go.
What do you want to say about tonight?
Tonight is techniques and strategies.
You're just reading the screen. What did you pick? What do you want to talk about?
The answer.
All right. We got rules to, well, sometimes I explain it in your own light. Not tonight, though. Do we need to know securities?
No.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Do we need to know securities knowledge?
No.
Do we need to just keep it simple?
Yes, keep it simple.
And we have rules to test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Like we said, it doesn't matter. When you're doing the techniques right, as we go in the workshop and we show you this actual skill set, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what. And you just go ahead and apply that. And how do you get good at anything? You got to practice. You got to practice. You got to practice. We want you to do a 10-question flash quiz, 10 minutes. 10 questions, read the answers first, applying the techniques. Doesn't matter what section, unit, area, function, test, exam. It doesn't matter as long as it's multiple choice. Try out these techniques, start adding them to your arsenal, and you might actually do worse. And you'd be like, Brandy and Andy, I don't understand. My score went down. Well, you're learning something new.
Yeah.
Do you master something the first time you ever try it? No, of course not. There's more levels to this stuff. There's levels to this. That's why we teach them. That's why we have all these member sessions. That's why we have workshops. There's levels to the knowledge on getting these techniques. But you know what? If you're doing the free, you got a little base. You got a base to go off of. You got a foundation that you can kind of build upon. Not as fast as everybody else, but you got it. You get there. You'll get there. You just got to keep practicing, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Brandy. Before I lose you.
Okay. So all right. So I have $100 per individual per year, $250 per lifetime, $100 per year, $250 per year. Now look. I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to be like, well, B is different because it's the only one that says lifetime. B and D are similar because they both say 250. A and C are similar because they both say 100. But if we're doing rules, doesn't A sound the best rule? Because it's being very specific. So when we're talking about rules, this just sounds like a rule. I'm totally talking like Yoda right now because I wrote down rule first, but I wanted to say sounds like a rule. Does that make sense? Like
not a rune, but a rule.
A rule. Rule. Yeah. So I like A, and I look at the question. It's talking about gifts, and that's what we're gonna go with. If you're giving a gift, can you imagine only $250 per lifetime?
That's not a lot.
That's not
in this economy.
That's not a cool gift, right? But no. the more specific a rule can get, the better when we're talking about rules. All right.
That's what I heard.
Lots,
More specific.
lots of words right here on the screen. Lots of words. Right. And so I really kind of saw that this said 1940, but I really said that that I saw the and right there. And then I saw the and right there. So there's not one answer choice that has just one and in it. There's one answer choice that has two ands in it. And for whatever the reason, that's usually the answer. So I went to the question, that tiny little 2-word question. Yes, there's a question up there. It says hedge funds.
Hedge funds.
That's all it says. So I went with C simply because one, it was longer, and but mainly because it had the word.
It has a double and.
The double and. The double.
You know what's better than one and? Two.
2 ands in one question. All right, so I have purchasing.
Oh, people are picking up. That's literally why you chose those.
Yeah, I just
has nothing to do with content whatsoever.
No, not really. Nah. Purchasing power risk, financial risk, currency risk, liquidity risk. All I'm really going to do is go into this question and match it up. Purchasing power has something to do with like
being able to purchase a lot.
Yeah, like over time, just I always rate really.
So if there's a risk to it, that means you can't purchase anything.
Right. So I'm just going to relate purchasing power to inflation. Financial risk is basically how do I want to say it? A risk of finances. Oh, and it has 3 words. Thank you for that. Like financial risk is a risk of, I'm just gonna say finances. Currency risk. This is gonna have something to do with money, and then liquidity risk is selling. Okay. So I go into the question, I match it up, purchased several years ago, yielding 3%, kind of fair return. However, not kept up with the inflation rate. Not kept up with the inflation rate. That's all I really needed out of all of those words right there. Boom. Done. Just matched the words. I guess that was more of a Monday.
But it still works.
Still works, though. Still works. Market manipulation violation, a breakpoint sale violation, a short sale violation, or a markup violation. Obviously, I don't.
Short people aren't on sale. We're not marking.
Right.
Marking it up because it's a little high.
Right. So they're all violations.
Right.
I'm going to look at manipulation. I'm going to look at breakpoint. I'm going to look at something about a short sale, or I'm going to look at a markup. I'm literally just going to go into this question and just try to find a match.
Just going to look for the violation.
Exactly.
Matches it simply.
Exactly. Registered rep allows a customer unknowingly buy an investment company shares in an amount just under $1 bracket that would qualify for a reduced sales charge.
That sounds like a breakpoint.
Sounds like a breakpoint. Exactly. Breakpoint.
If you guys are gamblers, that's an easy one. If you're not a gambler, well, that's an easy one. Breakpoint, right? Can you see the breakpoint? You're just under a bracket or a mark.
It doesn't sound like you're manipulating. It doesn't sound like a short sale, and it doesn't sound like a markup. Reduced sales charge. Breakpoint. Margin is never allowed. Margin is only allowed. Margin is allowed if the corporate charter is silent on it, or margin is only. Now look, I circled 3 answer choices.
That means a C.
Yes, because of must, only, never, and always, which means that these are usually not true, right? So this one is definitely the different one. I'm just going to circle it, and we could read that, but what if we don't know the answer to it anyways? Boom.
If you're watching this and you're like, I want to learn that.
Okay.
Workshop, October 12th. Be there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because you wanted to learn about margins.
No.
But yes, you guys want to learn how to do this. That's the beauty of the workshop. All right. In the over the OTC only. Primary market, secondary market, on exchange only. So I'm kind of do that. Right. So that
now we're left with primary or secondary.
And primary means first, and secondary means
secondary is like used car. First is like the first car, the new car.
Yeah. First owner.
First owner.
There you go. And then
previous owner fart smell.
Gross.
Hey, it happens. Used cars.
Investors buy and sell to and from one another. Investors, one another. That means that's not going to be the first owner.
No,
They're trading.
that's card trading.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, 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 bum. Oh, that was it.
We did it.
That was so fast.
We made it. We got through it. That's another episode. Boom. And if you're like, wow, that wasn't that long. No, we don't keep these things longer than you need to. Guys, studying, I'm going to say this about studying before you guys all go. So many times people tell us, I'm studying like 6 hours a day. I'm studying like, crazy amount of hours. Crazy amount of hours means that you probably didn't start studying until the week of your test, usually, like cramming it all in there. And then you're missing some great techniques and strategies to help you just get a win if you just started, like, I don't know, 2 weeks earlier. Not a whole month earlier, not months, just 3 weeks. That's all you need with us. And then you just stick to the program, and then you go take your test, learn the techniques, learn the skill sets that you need to know, and then go take the dang test. But you don't need to study 6 to 8 hours. Look, most of you will notice that you probably only remember about what, like 20 minutes of studying, and then the next 20 minutes is like, I don't remember. And then if you're doing like 6 hours, you probably only remember the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes.
That's what science says.
That's it. So you got 40 minutes of studying within that whole 6 hours, because the other hours you were just literally waiting for lunch. You're answering phone calls. Your brain's wandering. Your brain's going in and out because it's boring. You're not really following it. You're not learning anything in those hours. So do you know what we call that? Pointless. That's pointless. Don't do that. Have a good solid 2 to 3 hours minimum, like maximum 3, right? Minimal 1. The more you study, the quicker you get through it. But guys, you can get this thing accomplished in a good 3 weeks or so by just doing 2 to 3 hours. That's it. And a good program like Kona. That's all you need.
Yep.
That's all you need. The more you know, sometimes, the more you guys get these things wrong. I know that sounds backwards, but it's not. Because the more knowledge it seems, the more you second guess it. The more you want to apply the stuff and you force the issue. When you just look at the plain meaning of the words, choose a technique, content if you need it, right? Click it if you know it, technique it if you don't.
Correct.
All right, everybody. We'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. No live sessions in the afternoon, but we will be back tomorrow night. Same bad time, same bad channel. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friends' face. That's all I know. And keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Have a great day.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time.
Have a good one.